Hi, Dan Illich here, once again asking you for your financial support to do something silly. In just under 1 month's time, Australia will be off to the Glasgow Climate Talks. This is where the entire world gets together to try to figure out how can they solve climate change. And the number one enemy at these talks has traditionally been Australia. We are famous at these talks for cheating, lying and giving fake commitments. We managed to even get a clause written into the very first climate treaty in Kyoto. It's known as the Australia Clause, which basically allowed Australia to count its emissions on a completely made-up bullshit metric that no other country uses. Wow. You know, in Australia, we would call that being a cunt. And since then, nothing much has really changed. In fact, Australia is about to spend a whole bunch of money on ads to convince you that they're taking climate action, that they're lowering emissions. But once again, this is pretty much all lies. When it comes to emissions, this government has lowered them by a metric all. So the metrics they're using are wrong. They've been trying to block as many renewable projects as they possibly can. They've been forcing public agencies that are designed to invest in renewable energy projects to invest in fossil fuel technologies. They're trying to keep dying coal-powered plants alive using taxpayer money long past their retirement age. And one thing the government won't tell you is that if you count all of the stuff that we dig up, put on boats and ship somewhere else to be burned, Australia is the third largest dealer of fossil fuels in the world. And that makes us the fifth largest polluter in the world. You're not going to find that in a government ad. So, a rational fear was to pull a prank in Glasgow. In an ideal world, we would be in Glasgow putting on shows in pubs, but somebody forgot to reply to an email from Pfizer. Now, who was that? Oh, that's right. It was the same guy that negotiated the incredibly piss-weak targets Australia signed up to at the Paris Agreement. Of course, same guy. Who would have thought? So because we can't go to Glasgow, I have bought 3 billboards in Glasgow, just to tell people in Glasgow that the people there at the talks representing Australia don't necessarily represent Australians. So we've got 2 billboards ready to go. Cuddle a koala before we make them extinct. And then Australia committed to net zero emissions by 2300. Amazing. Now, these billboards are expensive. It's going to cost $12,225 to run during the 2 weeks of the climate talks. I've already got the invoice. It's got to be paid in 25 days. And this is why I need your help. If you give more than $150, you'll get a sticker pack of the billboards that you financed. If you give $500 or more, I'll put your name around the border of the billboard. And if you pay more than $4,000, well, that's a third of the cost. So you get to decide what goes on the third billboard. I mean, we've got ideas. Visit the Great Barrier Reef Museum. I'm sorry about the Australian government. They don't work for us. Kind regards, Australia. Oh, I don't know, maybe a shot of Lara Bingle on a beach with the words, "We're burning in bloody hell." Something like that. Who knows? Could be anything. So that's it. Instead of getting angry at these climate talks, chip in and help us make something funny so we can put these billboards on the streets of Glasgow. It could change the world. It probably won't. But it will make you feel a lot more powerful than tweeting about Cole cosplay from the couch. Chip in.